All right. How's everybody doing? We're coming up on 4 o'clock. Got a few things I want to talk about. All right. Something about like a little bit what we talked about this morning. Industrials are starting to move. All right. Well, I shouldn't say the industrials, but I'm saying that the diamonds are starting to move here. All right, so we got the 6 hour really coming up here. All right, see this move right here? All right, we're getting back up to, starting to get we're knocking on the monthly door. All right, and if you notice, we got green everywhere except for the month. Okay, we get that. It's party time, I would imagine. All right. So still lagging behind, but I think we're starting to catch up, and I think we're starting to catch up a little quicker than we think. And there probably will be some triangling it out. All right. So we know that's going to happen too. Okay. So what I could say about diamonds right now is that. We get up to 498.84, 498.84, and right now we are trading at 498.04. Okay, we're getting really close. All right, so when we get to that number that I just talked about, that 498.84, that is going to turn the month into green. Okay. We already have full time frame continuity here. The week is a little weak. I gotta say that with the insider, but at the end of the day, I'd probably like for it to stay inside and give us that 212. All right, but we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer. All right, so we want to be kind of ahead of it a little. And that's why I wanted to talk about these. All right, so again, talked about them this morning as well. All right, so trick this baby back up to that 498, 498.84. I have it written down here. All right, so 498.84 will flip the green. And the other thing that I like about today is this whole daily pattern over here. How about the 3-1-2-3-1 potentially 2 back up again? All right. So we had the 3-1-2 that failed. All right. Couldn't even take out that high. Okay. So now we go 3. See it? 3-1-2. And now here we are, 3-1, setting up for tomorrow at 497.59. At this point right now, we are taking that day up. All right. So looking at we're going to look at the sectors. Okay. We're going to look at the sectors. We know who the laggers are right now. We know that the financials are lagging. Okay. The industrials are still lacking a little bit here. Still not up to snub. All right. XLB, it's tied into the metals in that group there. So metals are damn pretty good here right now with the month, with the 2-1-2 month. Okay, now it's kind of fallen back a little bit. And I don't know if the metals will continue to move to the upside. And there's also a lot of other stocks that are tied into that group too. So you got that DuPont, Ecolabs, a lot of chemicals and stuff like that. All right, so materials, I can kind of like push that one to the side a little bit. All right, and say, okay, fine. XLB is already up on the month anyway. All right, so who is the laggard? Well, retail has definitely been a laggard, right? XRT. And I start to see on the 6 hour that it's starting to show its head here a little bit, just a tiny bit. All right. I like where it's coming from on this daily 222, especially gapper downs. All right. This has been pretty good. We had good volume today. they were hitting them pretty good today, and they were still able to kind of hammer them back up. All right, so I'm liking where this is coming from right here, and then we'll see if we can get something to change from where we are right now at 80.22. That was today's highs on XRT. All right. And then she shows up in the 6 hour. And then I got the 1 hour flipping over here, coming back down. All right. So chopping up on the overnight. Really, on the overnight, just don't really get too tied into all that business. There's just like no liquidity. Tough to trade, I would imagine. I mean, I don't trade on the overnights, and I do pay attention to it, but we talked about this before. I just don't. You know what I mean? It's like live TV, man. I'd rather be watching live TV when the markets are open. All right. So XRT, I like where that's coming down from right now. All right. And then we got your discretionaries on your XLYs here. Started to get better today with the 2-1. Here is another 2-1 inside. Okay, another 2-1 that's setting up here, and you got your 6 hour kind of coming up nicely, and now they dip back in on that flip that we flipped there at noon, right? And we'll be flipping again soon here. All right, so 12 o'clock. All right, so a little bit better here on the inside day here on XLY. We'll look for a 2-1-2 to get to see if we can get that one moving. All right, just flip the XLF financials. Got that actionable signal on the daily. Still got a lot of headaches with this month though. All right, it wouldn't take too much to take this month out, but right now, this is kind of stopping us. This is stopping us, and this daily is stopping us inside. All right, so the financials are really not playing ball right now. All right, so again, we're going to keep an eye on all of them. All right, XLP now is already been good, and it's going to stay good. All right, another up day. And here they come on the XLPs. All right, so looking for more of the staples to come back up on that group. I'm not going to talk about stocks. I'm just talking about these ETFs right now. All right, so 2 up and then kind of fell back in here a little bit on the daily, but making up for it right now. All right, so XLP is good. All right, XLV, I had to keep it. I mean, I bought some this morning. I had to keep it. All right. Healthcare is green now on the month. Okay. That's just changed. Okay. So now we're only chasing down 150.13 to get these things moving back up. We're trading at 146.72. We were up 86 cents today. All right. Now, and there's your quarter, which you could see right there. That's going to flip and turn green as well, and that's going to be at 147.22. All right, and we're offered at 147 right now. All right, so we're getting healthcare picking us up now. All right, and we're getting staples picking us up now. We're getting XLE. I don't trust that group right now. Still problematic with the month and with the quarter. All right, still problematic with the ones, but they are ones now. That's going to be this is going to be incremental. We'll see what happens. And look at this, 111 here everywhere. All right, so a lot of actionables. All right, if we can get all 3 of those to flip and take the 2 up, then you're going to get it moving. All right. So XLE, we'll see. Down here, it's easier to move things down here than it is to move things up there. All right. So nice hammer on the day here on XLE. With the war and all the business, but it seems like seems to have at least cooled off for now. All right, maybe we never throw another bomb at these people again. I would hope so. I really do. I really do. All right. So XLE, I like the actionables. Now there's a lot of time in this quarter. All right. So don't get too nervous. But this could change a lot quicker than you think. All right. So XLE with the actionables inside. We're going to wait and see how those things start to shake out. Yeah, because, I mean, they could come in and start breaking down the other way, too. All right. The utilities, just a little bit, troubles down on the quarter with the shooter down inside, actionable. You're 2, but you've come off the lows here. Okay, so you're starting to come back inside here. All right, so we'll see what happens to that. That's a 2-2 down. So utilities are not really, but look, I like where it's coming from on the daily and the bottom of the broadening formation on the daily. All right, so if anywhere where we would want to be looking for these is starting to come up from potentially from this area. This was a nice move on the downside, and then the 1 led to the 3, which didn't really do anything other than trigger this guy to the downside. Okay, so because there was a little gap there. All right, so nice hand. I was in the Utes today. I came in with XLU. It went against me on the day down, and I just hung with it all day. Okay, I'm staying in there right now. I think these utilities are going to get better. All right, so XLU, that is your daily, and we know that we got troubles here. All right, so this group here is going to be a little bit more work included to see if they can get going, but we'll see what happens with them. All right, so XLV, XLK, I mean, tired, running too much, not, just you see what I see, okay? Full time frame continuity to the upside. These tech stops have really been pushing guys. That's why I want you guys to focus on the diamonds, all right? And most of the stocks today were in diamonds today, and I had a good day today, all right? So I want to really the S&P 500 just keeps going up, making new highs every day. We got another new high today, 743.91. JB Diamond, a couple guys are calling out and saying 76, 76.80, 76.90 by the end of the year. Okay. Well, I hope there's going to be some kind of damn pullback, all right? But we haven't had any really pullbacks at all. So I came out and I said somewhere around 7,400. Now I'm looking at SPX right now. Today we got to 74.60. We might hit 75 and then maybe pull it back a little bit. I don't see anything big. I think you got to be confident to know that the earnings are hitting their numbers. We do have misses for sure, and there's been a lot of misses. I mean, look at that. We had CPI and PPI, and they were both hot. They kind of shaked it off, and they go right back up to the highs again. So is there a bubble? Yeah, I think so. I think there's a bit of a bubble there on tech. So I have cooled myself on the Jets, on tech stocks. I don't want to be. I'll trade them during the day, but I don't want to take them home with me. Okay, so this is just my thinking on what I'm looking at. All right, so XLK moved to the upside. Forget about it. It's all there. Right, we see it. All right. Okay, so we talked about retail. We talked about. I don't think we really talked too much about the industrials. XLI this is the one that could kind of like throw the whole ratchet and screw it all up here. All right, so stuck in the middle with you on the month. Okay, but really All we need to do is get back up to 175.32, and I think this thing is back and good. All right, so got the nice actionable on the 2-1 inside on your XLI. So again, we'll flip this thing green at 175.22. We're not far off, man. We're not far off at all right now. 173.62. All right. And coming back a little bit, just got up to 174.04, starting to drop back down on your 10. Now, where are you in your daily? You're in a mess. All right, in a mess. And this is two islands, but they've already kind of came in and filled that gap. All right, so we'll see what happens. I mean, just look at this on the daily here. You see this, right? All right, so we got to get out of all this business, okay? We got to get out of all this business. Look at this daily. All right, so better view here. That was the V that went up, and then the cup handle came down, and then they gapped. All right, so leaves us here today with the actionable inside. All right. This is going to be a little bit more difficult to get out of this problem. All right. So, and again, the month will fix that for us if we get that month to start moving the right way that we want it to go. All right. That's an actionable inside day. As you can see, they've been trading really, really flat. So, I think I've talked about this before. When it starts to really tighten up a lot, like it is right now, then there's time maybe for a chance for these things to start popping out one way or the other. All right. So we need some more more buyers stepping in here and get this XLI back up to the month. We're back to full time frame continuity. All right. So industrials are pretty decent. I mean, out of the group, XLB and XLF are the only two sectors that are kind of like, down. Okay, down. XRT retail is a 3-1-2 up on the 2 hour. All right, we talked about this already here, but I'm going to say it again. XRT. All right, so on your XRT on your 2 hour. All right, it's the 3-1-2 coming back inside. All right, so we'll see if retail can get going. Retail's been tough to move too, man. All right. Discretionaries at least had their move to the upside a couple of times. This hasn't really been, but I like the way this is setting up down here. All right. So that's what I'm looking at. So now I want to talk about these stocks that we've been watching and we're talking about for a long time. All right, so Emerson, I really like this 2-1-2 coming off the bottom of the daily here right now. Still problems, right? 141.19. All right, we are not too far off of that right now at 137. All right, so that's about $4 to get this thing to turn green and come back up to the right side, right? So we'll see if anything happens with that. I got a terrible cough today. Oh, my God. All right, 3-1 inside on the month here. On the quarter, not telling us anything. This needs to get fixed, okay? Emerson, here we are getting into the middle of the month again, and now we'll see if we can start to get some movement to the upside. Emerson, I like that 2-1-2 on Emerson. That might almost be a point where you could be looking to get in, but the week is still kind of weak. All right, so let's see how this shakes out the next few days. But the diamonds are starting to move. Okay, let me tell you something. They'll move and they'll move fast when they want to. All right, that's why I'm kind of prepping it, saying I think maybe we should be ready now. All right, so Emerson, I like the 2-1 on the day. Honeywell's still got some issues on that one. Oh, sorry about that. I got to go back to my screen. There we go. All right. So Emerson, there we are. We'll see what happens with this guy. All right. We talked about that Honeywell just now, right? So Honeywell, you are good to go on the month. Your quarter has got tons of time. All right, tons of time on the quarter. You got the week up and kind of trying to go shooter back down a little bit with 2 days to go. Let's see what happens. This thing here, right here, was the 2-1-2 today. Okay, just because it made the lower low. All right, this has been chopping. All right, let's see how Honeywell comes out of this. If Honeywell starts to come out of this and start looking better to move to the upside, and we got this week, Honeywell's already kind of set and ready to go as far as our higher time frames. Okay, so Honeywell, a better. I'm not going to go through all of them. All right, I'm just going to go the ones that I like right now. So I kind of like this Honeywell here where it's at here. I like Emerson where it's here. Triple M had a nice day today with the gapper up. All right, so we'll see. This has to hold now. We can't break below 145.97 no more. All right. And we're right back inside right now at 146.67. All right, so we're very close inside here. All right, so we're trying to stay inside this thing right now. All right, so we're actually trading at 147.10. All right, so we're right inside here, right inside here, and where the lip is there. All right, so see if Triple M can get it going here. You got the 3-1 on the quarter, and this will easily turn green here. Okay, and if, like I said, if things start to move, they'll move quickly. All right, so Triple M, I like it. I think that month will get right. And then this getting in over here is going to be a little bit more difficult. All right, so Triple M. And then here's a couple of those other ones, man. Central South Railway, this one's probably ripe for next month. I mean, I don't know how this thing's going to get out of there. This thing's parked in there pretty good. Norfolk Southern the other day kind of came back inside too. All right, so this day was the big day up with the 2-2 up, and then that was it. From there, it was all downtown, all downtown, baby. All right. So on the daily, we got down to 310.35 today. We're going 3-2 down right now on Norfolk Southern. We already are stuck inside, and we're stuck inside there. So on the rails, that CSX and that one, we're going to be a little bit more patient on that one. And then rail starting to come up. I like the hammer that it's coming up with here on Rail America. Trying to get back up to 875 to trigger out the entire month and get that month back up. And you got an actionable week here. We'll see if anything comes with this thing. All right, Railway America. So this is a interesting stock, but I could easily seeing this thing going back up to 12, even maybe $13 if they reverse and if they start to move to the upside. All right, so rail a little better there. We'll see. Now, United Airlines. All right. I want to make a point of it because this is the 6 hour right here. All right. This was our day today. It was an outside day. After this little, this was a gapper, and then you got the higher high, and then took it all out. Okay. We get a lower low today, but we go outside today. All right, so be interesting to see how that's going to shake out. We got the quarter right, we got the month right, and we only have a problem with the actionable week. So let's see how the rest of this week gets better. All right, I think the airlines take the move to the downside, try to get failed. All right, and then you get the gapper failed. I think maybe it might be time, guys. All right, I'm not saying it for sure, but I'm making a point saying this because I think it's going to start to happen. All right, so there's United and there's Delta. Delta takes the day up today. Very nice. you got everything, and you got the inside weak. So if in my world everything would be perfect if we stayed inside on the week, and then we get the 2-1-2 next week, and then we'll see if the diamonds can get moving. Diamonds are still pretty strong right now, hanging in there, 498 right now. We're getting close, all right? We're getting close. And there'll probably be another triangle out before it happens, all right? So you guys know that, all right? You know that. All right, so Delta Airlines, AAL, and Love, all right? American Airlines, 2 up on the day, better. Got to take all this business out, and then we will get it inside action, the inside weak. So we notice we all have the inside weak on these guys, all right? So that's either going to play out. It's either going to play out next week, or if it turns around and it starts to take it 2 up, then we'll know what's going on, all right? LUV, inside on the actionable on the week, and other than that, everything is pretty good. All right, that's the only ones I'm going to talk about for right now. I think them airlines. I mean, I was almost wanting to pull the trigger on a couple of these airlines today, but I said no. I'm waiting back. All right, right now, healthcare is where it's hot. All right, we had a nice move to the upside today on healthcare. All right, so XLV, that stock is moving. All right, that's a 2-2 up. You should get another 2 up day up here. All right, already taken up on the 6 hour. So look for continuation to the upside. And you got the month right. All right, we're chasing down $150. It's only $4 away. All right, so XLV, strong. What else? Discretionaries got a little bit stronger today, but kind of, coming back inside, and it's a 2-1 inside, 2-1, looking for that 2-1-2 back up. All right, and this one's good, but you got an actionable here on the inside, so that things either got to get up there and get the job done, or wait till next week and see what's going to happen there. All right. I'm going to leave it there. This has been a long day, tiresome a little bit today. But today was a good day. We traded well over here at Sepia Group today. We traded well today. All right. So let's see what progresses here in the next couple of days. Let's finish this week out and see how things are moving. The markets are going well. Again, I'm staying away from tech. That's me. I'm not chasing Marvel at 184 when it was trading not too long ago at $79. All right. So Marvel, look at this thing. I mean, solid. You know, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. And there's very few that haven't moved, but I do have one. This Pegasystems, man. This thing's such a dog, though. Hence the reason why, as you can see, full time frame continuity to the downside, down another 3.79%. All right, so Pega, it's a semiconductor too, but it is just not doing its job. All right, BBAI, the Big Bear. The Big Bear's back up to 420. Chop. I don't see anything there. And then SoundHound, I don't think anything's going on there either. All right, little better. Quarter got up all the way to 10.07, and then she took a day up today. So don't touch any of that garbage. We're gonna watch the industrials. We're gonna watch the healthcare. We're gonna watch XLK. Gonna have to. All right, and we're gonna have to see if we can get these banks to get up off the ground, because they are sitting on the lows right now. All right, so we'll see what happens. I see energy starting to drop down a little bit here. XLP looking strong. So it's really healthcare, XLP. I think retail's getting better. XLK, obviously, and discretionary is better today, all right? And we'll see if those utilities are back inside. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. All right, and send your cards and letters. I'll let them know your thoughts. If you send me a message through the YouTube, send me something. Tell me something. Tell me something I don't know. All right. So everybody, be good.